Honorable Nomvalo, you know, we must refuse the temptation to want to make a determination of representatives of other parties as people who don't come from those parties. And SMK, we should actually be even more concerned because we are sitting in the JSC today without Honorable Tlhophe, which they wanted to dictate to you that you must remove him and all manner of things. And you refused. Until now, we're short of a member of parliament in the JSC because you refused that no one is going to dictate to you as to who you are sending to the JSC. All I'm saying is, having experience of the opposition parties, it's well and good and nice today that you join forces with them. Tomorrow they're going to remove you. They're going to want to determine to a party who must be sent from your party. We shouldn't agree to that. We shouldn't agree to that. You have expressed your views, and I've always maintained, and many of you deliberately decide to misinterpret me, that recusal, it's a personal decision. You have raised issues. The DA has listened to you. She has heard you. Whether she takes a decision to stay or not to stay, the public will take a decision about that. It's her decision. But to sit here...
Point of order, Chair. Procedural.
Try me. I don't think you want to sleep. Try.
Can we take the point of... But before we take the point of order, Honorable Malema, where do you say, try me?
No, I'm on the floor. You didn't say I must stop. So I'm making my points. Try me, boys. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about any other thing. I'm just saying.
Chair, it still remains a procedural issue.
Yeah.
No. I'm speaking until you tell me to stop. When a point of order is called, only you can tell me to stop.
Yeah, no, I'm taking the point of
Okay,
order.
Thank you. I'll pause.
But I want that try me.
Yeah, Chair. Recusal is not a personal matter. It is a matter of a substantial conflict. And so we must just clear that up. It's not personal. It's procedural to say that we must be clear. It's a substantial conflict.
Yeah, but Honorable Sauls, you are debating the matter now. I thought you were raising a point of order, but if you debate the matter...
I'm raising a point of order. It's misleading to say that we are trying to do something that's a personal matter and we're trying to enforce something that's not procedural. We are raising a point that there's a substantial conflict and procedure holds. You must recuse yourself.
I don't think there is disagreement on the matter of recusal. You are arguing for recusal, and he is explaining how recusal should happen. May you proceed?
Thank you, Chair. So, it can't be correct that you want to determine a membership and representative of certain political parties in this committee, and I've said to you, we do not constitute ourselves. Now calls are being made for you to remove people from this committee who have been sent, correctly so, by their parties. It might be nice today, but you're establishing a precedence that is not sustainable, Honorable Nomvalo. You ought to be it doesn't matter how you feel at the time. You ought to look at the future and turn tables as to what's going to happen if this happens to us one day. I know how these chaps operate. Extremely unprincipled. Today they want to appear like they've got principle on recusal and all manner of things. Again, to say what General has presented here must be accepted as a gospel truth because it was said by a police officer under oath, then we must take what he says about Honorable Mkhunu because it's been said under oath. And why should we proceed about any other thing? Because everything General said here, a police officer under oath is honest truth, nothing else but the truth, and no one can question it. It's unprincipled. General has presented what he presented. We are going to question him tomorrow. We're still going to put whatever he put before us to test. So I'm pleading with you, Honorable Chairperson, don't fall into a temptation to do things that are unconstitutional. This is a proportional democracy, proportional representatives, and we are here constituted by how we are represented in Parliament. And our parties shall decide on those things. Members have raised their issues. The public has listened to them. Honorable members had them. The party she represents have had them. And she will make that determination tomorrow. And it's as simple as that. No chairperson has got a right to choose who sits in this committee, who doesn't sit in this committee. Last point. All of you who are making the recusal point, why is none of you not quoting the rules of Parliament on recusal? And why is none of you quoting the terms of reference on recusal? We're just talking past each other. No one is referring to anything. No authority is being referred to. No authority is being referred to. I'm just saying we need to remain principled. Nothing wrong with the chief whip having raised this issue that this member has been implicated in a manner she has been implicated. We are still appealing to a conscience and leave it there. Not remove. You are able to remove alternates, but you can't remove a person who's implicated. You have no such power. Neither do us have the power to determine what happens to the delegation of the DA. And let me remind you, Honorable Novan, when they refused Honorable Kloppe to go to the JSC, I took this stand I'm taking now. It's not for the first time. That's me. I took this stand even on Honorable Kloppe. I said, you are not going to do that. If he's a member of Parliament, he must enjoy all of those privileges until a certain decision is arrived at by the courts of this country. So today, the tables are not on your side. You say, no, you can determine who must be sent from the other party. But when it comes to your party, no one can determine who you must send. So, comrades, be principled. This road is still long. We just finished a year. We have another 4 years to go. With these honorable members that are here with you, behaving like they're raising principal matters when they are setting a precedence for you and setting a trap for you. Be warned.
Point of order, Chair. No, I'm serious. I've got a point of order, Chair.
Yeah. Honorable Sauls.
Chairperson, we were silent. I think for most of Honorable Malema's input, he was addressing members. He was not addressing Chair, as is the rules of procedure in a meeting. Now, why we felt it was important that we must raise this point of order is that not only does he address members, he is intimidating them and threatening them. I think you need to rule on that point, Honorable Chair. Thanks.
Okay, I will rule on that matter later. Honorable Sauls.
Chair, it's wrong of Honorable Malema to say that we are putting it publicly here that the statement and the testimony that General Mkwanazi has made, we consider it truth. It's not correct. We do not consider the testimony truth. But our terms of reference says any allegation made by General Mkwanazi, we will investigate the veracity of that allegation. There's an allegation from the General toward Honorable Barnard. There's an allegation here in the testimony of the meeting for the 5th of March. It is on that basis that we are citing Honorable Ian and Honorable Barnard. It's not personal. Then to say that there's no rule when it comes to conflict in our terms of reference. Our terms of reference is not exhaustive. If we have not dealt with recusal, it does not mean you should not deal with it. It's a general principle. if there's a conflict of interest, which here we put forward that there is substantial conflict now. When we raised it before, it was just conflict of interest. When we raised it before, now that there's a testimony under oath, and within the witness statement, there's an allegation, it now becomes a substantial conflict. And we will be wrong to say the fact that there's a substantial conflict based on testimony under oath, we ignore it. We are merely saying you cannot be judge and witness. The two honorable members must be witness so that they have a right of reply to the allegation. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable